Hey, what's going on, everybody? How are you people doing here? Back again with another video, another football video here. So today what I want to talk to you people about is once again about my Bayern Munich team and why I personally think Bayern need to sign, a technical midfielder, because what I've noticed about FC Bayern is that from the time that Thiago has left the club, to Liverpool, it seemed like that we've been missing that's a midfielder that can, link both offense and defense. And I feel like that Thiago was the best Bayern player to do it, possibly in the last, I have to say, 4 years, from the time we got him as a midfielder from Barcelona in 2013. Thiago, he's really proven himself at Bayern, that he can really lead the team. And if there is one mistake I think Bayern have made was selling Thiago to Liverpool. Obviously, I was never a fan of that. I was absolutely, really pissed off when we not get rid of him, but when we sold him to Liverpool for basically like 20 million, when I feel like Thiago is worth way more than 20 million, because, for example, I looked at the Salzburg game, because Bayern drew against Salzburg, and I think to myself that we really could use Thiago in that game, because I felt like that if only we had Thiago in that game, we would have definitely won that game by at least, I have to say, 3-0, because with Thiago, there is no way we are drawing against Salzburg, okay? And that's what I feel like that Bayern need to do in the transfer window. In the very next transfer window is, what is it going to take for Bayern to actually invest in a quality midfielder, okay, that can link both offense and defense, attack and defense, much like how Thiago is able to do at Bayern. Because if there is one other player that, that is a non-FC Bayern player, that is the master of being able to, link both offense and defense, and a player, that I always respected, whether it's outside of Bayern, it would have to be Luka Modric. Yes, Luka Modric, because you look at Real Madrid, you look at Luka Modric. Luka Modric can be considered the master of being able to link both offense and defense, with Madrid. Especially since, Modric, he is basically like the rock stone of Real Madrid's Champions League success, because his ability to link both offense and defense, is a big reason why Madrid were such a feared team under Zidane, and, how they were also a feared team under Ancelotti, because he's currently the manager. But I'm talking about his first stint with Madrid in 13 and 14. Madrid, they had a lethal team. They really had a lethal team back then, especially under Zidane. And Zidane, obviously, he took the team to new heights. But, with FC Bayern, I think to myself, why can't Bayern be that lethal team like how Madrid were under Zidane, Because I look at the way how Bayern played, and honestly, dude, this is no cap. The performance by Bayern against Salzburg was single-handedly the worst performance I've ever seen by Bayern in a Champions League knockout game. I thought that our performance against Real Madrid in 2014 was bad at home in the second leg. No, this game here overtook that. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, we have proven that we are also a vulnerable club, is that if we just, allow our opponents to hit us on the counters, then that's the way how we concede a lot of goals, and I think to myself that if we had Thiago, I don't think that would have happened, but of course, since Bayern decided to let go of Thiago, it seems like that we've been having an issue with us trying to, find a solid midfielder, because obviously we have Goretzka, but I feel like that having Goretzka isn't enough, okay? We need a guy that can also complement Goretzka, and I know, Goretzka, he was out, but still, we really need to get our crap together as a football club and stop being so freaking, just stop being so hesitant on spending money in the transfer window, okay? It's like, just spend some damn money and get a proper midfield, that's a technical player that can, link both offense and defense, attack and defense. And if we can do that, then maybe, just maybe, Bayern can once again go to the promised land and win Champions League titles, okay? Because that's what we're here to compete. We're not here to compete for domestic competitions, the DFB Pokal, the Bundesliga. I could care less about winning the Pokal or another Bundesliga title, okay? The only time when the season means something to me is if we win a Champions League, okay? Those are my expectations for the club. is to go out there, compete, and win a goddamn Champions League, not just an average Bundesliga title, because it's like we already won 10 straight, and honestly, who really gets excited about Bayern winning the Bundesliga anymore? Because I personally don't. You know, as a fan, I get more excited at us being able to win a Champions League title. So that should be the goal here, and Bayern really need to get their act together and sign a midfield. That's without a doubt the biggest area of need for Bayern, because I read reports that apparently we're trying to see if Musiala can develop into a type of playmaker midfielder, and hey, he has all the potential in the world, but at the same time, you know, he's still a young football player, you know. So I feel like the Bayern need to go after an experienced technical midfielder. Okay, like, come on, we really could use a midfielder, you know, of Thiago's quality talent again, because, you know, ever since he left Bayern, it just seemed like that we really struggled in midfield at being able to you know, just be a complete team overall, like how we were under Thiago. So that's my personal opinion. Bayern, I don't know what it's going to take for them to sign a midfielder, but I hope they do something this summer window, because I mean, really, right now we are looking very vulnerable as a club, if I'm being honest here, because you look at the way how we performed against Salzburg, just unacceptable performance. So that's all I got to say.